Okay, welcome to your step-by-step guide on how to create your Flux Lora. This is actually a newer tutorial because they made some changes in the background. So welcome to the new Turbo Flux Trainer. So you're going to go to Fal.ai/models/Fal.ai Turbo Flux Trainer. Okay, so the very first thing you're going to have to do is either sign up or log in. Now, I already have an account, so I'm going to log in. It's going to take you here to what I call continue with GitHub. If you haven't actually signed in, you're going to sign in here. Once you sign in, I'm going to get my information here. And then it's automatically going to redirect me back to my screen. So the other thing you have to remember is this is a pay-as-you-go model, which means you have to put some cash up into your account. That is under pricing. You can put it up here. You can add into there. Each model to train is between $2 and $5. Okay. And each time you make a change to the model, it is 0.003 cents per pixel. Okay. So it's really important to remember that when you're training your Flux Turbo Trainer here, you want to use images or a zip file. And that is completely up to you on how you decide to do it. You can set it up with images or zip files. If you're doing individual images, you're just going to click on here and pick your image. If you're doing a zip file, you're going to click on here and pick your zip file. Now, I recommend 15 to 35 photos of yourself in all different layers of color, of light, faces, full body. That is up to you. Once you have all the images in here, you're going to press start. Okay, your training history is probably going to be blank if you've never trained an AI here before. And it's going to say in progress. And once it says complete, you're ready to go. But one thing, sorry, I forgot to say before you get started, is make sure you put a trigger phrase in here that you're going to remember. I like to use people's names. It's super easy. So mine would be Lindsay Hack. And your steps are going to be between 1,000 and you can go up to higher, I think 25,000 up here. Just note that the more steps you take, the more cost it's going to be. You can see here for 2,000, it's going to cost $4.80. For 1,000, it's going to cost $2.40. So I find 1,000 is pretty good. You don't need to go too much higher than that, but it's completely up to you. Okay. Once you've pressed start and it's in progress, once you have this completed, you're going to notice that this here is your unique identifier for your AI clone. It's going to tell you what your trigger phrase is. It's going to tell you how many steps, and then it's going to learning ratio. Don't even worry about that. Once that is completed, that is your clone complete. Then when you go to create different images, you're just going to run the inference. And as soon as you run the inference, it's going to bring you into the Flux Lora. This is basically where we play. It's called the playground. Okay. And so it's automatically going to give you the prompt. It's automatically going to give you the path. And then there's some settings that need to be shifted up in here as you go. But that is also part of figuring out your own recipe for yourself and working through getting these images. But let's start with training your Flux Lora AI clone, and we will go from there.